We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G. I'm changing my name. Welcome to Stay Cashin show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm changing my name, Bill. I decided that I'm going to call myself Basketball Jesus, and that's how I would like you all to refer to me going forward. So Basketball Jesus has arrived. The reason for that is I feel like me and him are very similar in a lot of ways, and that I spend hours and my whole life dedicated to you, the people, and the subscribers. My blood, my sweat, my tears. I basically almost died for you guys the other night, 14 hours till 10 in the morning writing a basketball preview article so that you, the people, could live a better life. So, ladies and gentlemen, Basketball Jesus has arrived. And I'm here with my disciples, the lovely Evan Hand. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I mean, Bunting failed last night. That was a failed experiment, second time. But we just got off the phone call. We got something really big in the works, and you guys don't know about it, so I'm just going to keep it a secret.
Is it a hockey prop?
I like surprises.
No, not a hockey prop. Bigger and better. Good for the brand.
That'll be huge. Wow. I'm really excited.
You should
really
be
excited.
You should be. We're going to explode.
All right. And then we got, if I'm Basketball Jesus, Bill, what does that make you?
Basketball Moses.
I was going to say
that. Fucking retard. Judas Rupp. So, Bill, how are you doing today? Are you excited? Are you fired up for day 2 of March Madness?
Nah, not fired up.
All right, good. You sound excited. I like to hear it. It's good. I like your energy. Really bringing the fire out the gate.
I'm not fired up. I'm telling you.
I mean,
right
you don't sound it. You don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
No. Yeah. You need to wake the fuck up. You need to get excited.
I am awake.
This is our time.
Listen, I'm not fired up yet. So,
Bill, I have a funny feeling at some point during the show, I'll be able to get you fired up.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying I'm not fired up yet. So,
are you going to call me Basketball Jesus?
I am not.
Why?
I'm not.
Well, even Jesus had his doubters, Bill. Even Jesus had his doubters and dissenters. You just have.
You're right. They did, and they crucified him. So
They did. I get crucified every day on Twitter. Try giving a losing bet. You think Jesus went through shit? Try giving out a losing bet on Twitter and see what happens. Yeah, that's fucking. They put you on the cross. Luckily, it doesn't happen because I don't lose.
Okay.
Day 1, March Madness, coming off 150 units last week, coming off 750 units last year. Coming off a fucking 100-unit March. And what do I do day 1? What do I do, Bill? On Monday, there was no games. So what I did, I just gave a max bet winner in the NBA. Just because that's what I did. What did I do yesterday? Just go out and drop fucking 20 units, nail both fucking basketball games. I mean, what are we going to do today? I'm going to do the same fucking thing. I'm just going to give you more fucking winners because I'm the best.
I don't know. That fucking bullshit hockey yesterday.
I didn't even know there's any other sport going on.
Stars, fuck me. Didn't even score. Like, what the fuck was going on there? They had 4 million opportunities. Nothing. So, I will have a play back on the ice tonight. I'm not going to let it end like that.
There he is. Here he comes.
Going to get a win tonight. But told you, we climbed the ladder last night. We're climbing the ladder in here. Kyrie went off 60 points. He hit his prop over 2.5 threes, 4 minutes into the game.
Ladder, Bill. Ladder.
5+ threes, plus 480 before halftime. So, I mean, we just handed you out a plus 460 or 480, whatever that was, plus the winner. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what else do you want?
Yeah. And guess what? Yeah, I know some people in the chat are saying Jesus died too. Yeah, I died on Sunday. That was my day. I died on Sunday. The one day. Now I rose from the dead and I'm just fucking back. So, yes, Bill, amazing call on Kyrie Irving, nailing the ladder. That was great. He hit the fucking 2.5 in the first quarter.
4 minutes into the game.
Oh, I love it. The Nets are fucking balling. We talked about Kyrie and all that shit yesterday. So what we're going to do today, obviously it's going to be very college basketball heavy. How many basketball bets do you have, Bill?
One maybe right now. There's a lot of games, but for some reason, Like everything that I've gotten and I've looked at, everything is moved.
Why is this?
All the lines are elevated right now. Everything that I loved is up over points. So I liked Kevin Durant a lot this morning, 29.5. It's 30.5. Randall's assists, 4.5 usually, 5.5. I mean, everything that I love is up a point or up a thing, and I don't know. I'm stumped right now. I don't want to fucking.
Don't be scared, Bill. Bill, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I got you.
I'm scared.
I will protect you. I got you. You're fine. I promise you. So before we get into me just completely skull fucking your brackets for you, let's go start off with some headlines, see what's going on. I was up late last night again in the voice chat with the subscribers. I think that's the thing you guys don't realize. We're in there with you guys fucking all day, every day, all night, hanging out. So we won all the bets, obviously, it was the best. And then we went in there and fucking hung out. And then Bill Rupp fell asleep on the microphone as I started talking about conspiracy theories at like 3 a.m. I think I was in there till 6. I fell asleep, I think, on the microphone. So we had a little sleepover, Bill, in the voice chat.
I went to bed.
What other content providers are going to fall asleep on the microphone at 5 a.m. with you at a gambling company? Come on.
After we just won all the money.
After we win you a ton of money, we entertain you. We answer all the questions, strategies, going through. We went through the fucking 13,000 word Tommy G bracket Bible. Oh. And then we fucking started talking about fucking aliens and lizard people. And then we fell asleep. And then we woke up, right back at it, right back on the grind. So, Bill, Evan, what are some headlines we should talk about before we get to the good stuff?
I have a big one to start. I heard that. There's almost 300 people in here right now, and we have 112 likes. So something's not adding up. There's not a 1-to-1 like ratio.
I mean, I'm going to end up banishing 188 people to hell.
We're going to need to. I can't believe this is real.
Does Jesus do that? I think God does that, right? Yeah. How big religious guy. I'm going to call my dad, and he's going to fucking banish you to hell. Start hitting the like button, you fucking pussies. All right, headlines. What's going on?
Carl Nassib got released today. I'm assuming that's not going to spark any outrage at all.
Yeah, that'll be all over the fucking media. Not because he sucks, just because he likes penis.
Oh.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. That's why they're going to be outraged. I'm a very accepting God, Bill. I do accept all sexualities, races, and genders. So.
Well, I mean, Schwarber got signed by the Phillies.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's that.
Rizzo to the Yankees.
Yeah, Rizzo to the Yankees.
I love Rizzo to the Yankees.
I'm not excited about it.
I know, you're not, because you're stupid. I love Rizzo to the Yankees. Why would you not be excited about it?
I mean, he's getting up there in age. I mean, listen, he didn't really wow me when he came here.
Dude, he's exactly what we need. The Yankees need fucking leaders.
You know what this means? The only I think now we can almost guarantee that Freeman's going to Boston, I'm guessing, right? Or not Boston.
Honestly, for the last few days.
The Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
Boston is a little bit of a trailer on it, but I don't know.
That whole what about Toronto? No.
Well, like I said, Chapman went to the Oakland, got rid of Chapman, so now he's on Toronto. So that was we were talking about it yesterday. That means Vlad would move back to third, Freeman would play first, but now Chapman's at third. So where would Vlad go? You say just DH?
I mean, maybe just DHs.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't even know what happened.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think he wants to.
Dude, did you talk to him?
I mean, I told you that I might have a little connection with him. Who knows?
How the fuck do you know what Vlad wants to do?
Tommy, what did I just say?
You friends with him?
I fucking know.
Does he call you?
Listen, I can't divulge that information right now.
Can you get him on a show?
He's in spring training.
If he wasn't, would he be here?
He might. He might be sitting right there.
I mean, I think you should do that if you can. So Bill spoke to Vlad directly and knows Vlad doesn't want to DH. Vlad could also play outfield. He could do a lot of things. I don't think they're out of the Freeman sweepstakes, but you let us know, okay, Bill? Next time you text Vladdy, just let us know what he said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, Carlos Baerga said he's going there. So.
Oh, then it has to be true. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Carlos Baerga said it.
What I was saying before, I can't understand why these teams are just folding. For what reason? Like, the Reds are having a fire sale. Oakland's having a fire sale. It's 2 teams who made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
And the playoffs are expanded now. So, I don't understand. You're trending in the right direction, and now you want to collapse your team and start over after you both just made the playoffs?
I don't know why half these teams do what they do, honestly. Who invited him? Why is he even here?
I thought it was like somebody good was popping on.
Well, yeah, seriously. I got so excited. And it's this fucking oversized.
Well, I bring the bar down, so when a guy like Price comes on, everyone's even more excited.
Yeah, why are you even here? Who invited you?
I miss you guys. I haven't been on. I hear you talking baseball. And, you know,
this kid is literally, by the way, Bill, this is literally, Evan, this fucking meeping little fucking beaker fuck over here doesn't speak, right? Like, if
anytime we talk baseball.
If God forbid Bill's tired on a voice chat, it ends up being me talking to my fucking self with 9 people on the fucking microphone. And then all of a sudden, the second you mention baseball, like those fucking, those whack-a-mole things, this fucking little chipmunk fucking pops his head up like, and starts meeping at you.
What could I say?
Did you come in the show?
Tell me why Oakland and Cincinnati are dismantling their teams.
I don't know why we're surprised about Oakland. This is what they do. This is their business model.
Yeah.
Cincinnati just has no business sense. They've wasted away every good opportunity they've had over the last few years. They were in a prime position when they signed the Castellanos to make a push for not only division, but for the NL, and they blew it. You heard what Winker said when he left today. He's finally excited to be a part of a team that wants to win. I could not believe that I found out after the fact that not only did they get Winker, but they pulled Suarez in that deal too.
Yeah. We said that. Yeah. The damn rubbing rackets. Yeah, you weren't there. But yeah, I mean, they're just, and then I heard Votto's up for trade and everybody out. Like, they're just dismantling the team.
You had a great team.
Like Oakland, okay, I understand they do that. But both teams made the playoffs last year. And now we're having 12 teams make the playoffs, which is even bigger. Once you get into the fucking playoffs, anything can happen. And both of those teams were there. And now you're just dismantling it. You're starting over, like, especially Cincinnati.
I have to say the team did underperform the year that they had high hopes. Everyone came in thinking they were going to be one of the best teams in the NL, and they severely underperformed. And with Castellanos being up free agency, he's going to be elsewhere. That, to me, triggered and snowballed them shopping everybody else. But then you have guys like Jonathan India coming up, the top rookie last year. It's got to be frustrating being a Reds fan.
I mean, it's going to suck for him. He had a great year. Now everyone fucking who was there with him is going to be gone, especially if they get rid of Otto too, who might just go. He'll probably end up going during the season because they'll be bad. But I mean, that's going to be awful. Otto had such a fucking run last year with the home runs and shit. It was exciting over there. I like watching their team. I like betting on them.
Their ballpark. I love the ballpark.
Ghost bet their fucking team total every day for like the whole season.
I mean, it was exciting.
Yeah. Ghost has to probably be in depression right now. That's probably why he came in there.
Yeah, I like that team, but I like teams that I like the players on. So now I'll keep an eye on Seattle. I like to see how Winker and Suarez.
You're a big Seattle and Texas fans, Bill. Ghost. Someone just wrote it in the chat. Oliver said Seattle and Texas. I've been a Seattle guy for a couple years now. I've really liked what this team's doing.
I said Seattle last year. They were one of my sleepers, but they did win the most games in baseball by like 1 run or like, right at the end of the game or some shit like that. Hard to produce that again.
It is, but I also think
I think it was in the 20s, like they're 20.
Yeah, with the additions they've made, they shouldn't have to worry about that as much.
Right, it was a lot, but also the team is kind of built for that. They're clutch. They have a lot of clutch players, and they have a lot of.
They've made some very good deals. Even just getting who'd they get from Houston? Abraham Toro at the deadline last year.
Yeah, They also play a lot of games close. That's why they play a lot of low-scoring games. So they're not going out playing 10-8 games. Therefore, you're going to have a lot more one-run games when a lot of your games end 4-3. So a lot of variance there. What about? We didn't even talk about it yesterday. The whatchamacallit? The fucking Yankee shit. The vaccine. That was after the show, right, Evan?
Yeah, it happened. Right, we found out right after the show. And
you even hear about this, Evan?
The articles were popping up, and you're like, "Oh, this ain't true." I'm like, "No, it's on every fucking newspaper."
I mean, listen,
article.
We have a term called Rupp dates for a minute, for a reason. So whenever Bill Rupp gives you an update, in 90% of the time it's a Rupp date because he just reacts to whatever the fuck he sees on the internet, and then you end up finding out it's from like Ballsack Sports or something.
No. I haven't fallen for Ballsack yet. I have fallen once for
the Onion,
the fake New York Post thing, the Post the other day. I saw something the other day. I'm like, oh wait, and then I look. I'm like, oh, it's because they have the same logo in their thing, the New York.
Yeah,
Post.
That's what people do when they fool retards like you. They change their avatar.
Well, hey, if you listen, Stephen A. Smith's getting fooled. ESPN's getting fooled.
Yeah, go. Compare yourself
and what do you say about them?
You want to put me in the category with ESPN and Stephen A. Smith? Go ahead.
You don't want to be there because
That's
then you'll be a
category you want to be in.
Hey, he's the highest paid man on ESPN, and ESPN's where all the sports are. So you want to put me in there? Go ahead.
I will put you in there because you belong there. You belong. Let me know. Let me know when they call you. Let me know when Vlad and ESPN call you to bring you on board.
But I guarantee the Yankees get this fixed. Guarantee they're working on it right now. They're not going to let this happen.
So for those people that don't know what's going on, the Yankees and Mets, somehow it came out literally yesterday, like a minute after we got off air, that all of a sudden they're not allowed to play home games because of the fucking any unvaccinated players are not allowed to play home games, right? Keep in mind, the Mets were one of like 8 teams that didn't hit the 85% threshold. There's rumors out there. I don't know, Bill, if you can call Carlos Baerga or Vlad and find out if they're true. But there's rumors out there that the Mets are actually below 70% vaccinated, right? So, again, no one really knows. That's a lot of hearsay. The bottom line is that the Mets have a lot of players that are unvaccinated. That's one of the key things. And the Yankees, we know Aaron Judge is unvaccinated. That's a fact. And if you didn't know that for a fact, you definitely found it out during his interview yesterday when they asked him what he was going to do about the vaccine. And he said, I'm just trying to get to game one, sidestepped it. We're 95% sure Giancarlo Stanton is unvaccinated. And there's at least 1 or 2 others, I think Luke Voit and a couple other Yankees that aren't vaccinated. They had a very difficult time getting to that 85% threshold last year too. And there was a report that said the meat of their order is unvaccinated. So we know that they have problems. They're already not going to be able to travel to Toronto if they play the Blue Jays because Canada's fucking locking everyone out. And now they're saying that they're not going to be able to fucking play home games. So we don't believe it's going to hold up, but this is going to be some serious shit goes with Mayor Adams, that fucking douchebag, having to make a decision here on 1, does he make an exception for the Yankees and the Mets? 2, does that then bring in Kyrie to be able to play at home? Or do they do like an indoor-outdoor thing and keep fucking Kyrie? Because obviously he turned on LeBron and the cabal at some point. What do you think?
I just don't understand how now you start to make changes. The Nets have been going through it for the whole year. The people of the city and the state have been going through it. How all of a sudden do you turn around and say we're going to make changes?
They didn't know. Nobody fucking knew.
Supposedly, yeah, there was
this is like a thing to just.
But that's what I don't say. How can you say you don't know? But the Nets are going through the whole.
Because because last year they all got to play. So this was made. This rule was made, I guess, right after the season ended or in the playoff, like something like that.
Well, Adams took over it probably from him.
And they were all fucking like the strike and everything else. Nobody thought about it. And nobody thought about it.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah. And it just, I can't believe it either. There. And then it just pops up. Oh shit, the Yankee and everyone, and then the fucking story went like crazy, and then everyone on the Yankees is like, oh shit, and then they started going to the mayor's office and they're talking to people over there.
Do you guys hear this fucking lawnmower behind me? By the way,
no.
All right, I was gonna say it's fucking who mows their lawn during Stay Cashin?
First of all, I mean, it's fucking
How do they not know?
It just snowed 2 days ago.
I know.
Mowing their lawn.
I don't even know.
It is.
And who does it during our show?
It is nice out today.
Fucking people know.
It's nice out. It's nice.
I'm gonna go tell him who I am after this.
Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, and it's supposed to rain all day here. What kind of shit is
Where are
that?
you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? He's gonna ruin your big plans, you fucking cripple.
I'm going to get some corned beef and cabbage, motherfucker.
I'll go with you. Let's go. I'll fucking limp you over there. I'll carry you. I'll levitate with you.
I don't need you going with me.
I'll levitate and carry you. Like
Anyway, listen,
Jesus.
what I think is going to happen is the Yankees and the Mets get to play, and Kyrie still doesn't. That's what I'm saying right now.
The best part is you're wrong about literally everything.
Listen, I could be.
Yes, all the time.
Could be. But I have a big conspiracy on Kyrie that
True.
Whoop, whoop, and
say the conspiracy word?
I'm sticking with it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mayor doesn't run the city.
Bill's becoming a conspiracy theorist little by little. Little by
I
little.
don't think he knows what he is. I think he's
I'm
still
gonna
confused.
find this faction who's running the city, and I'm gonna.
Bill goes to me the other day. So Evan, I've been talking about a shadow government, cabal, NWO, right, for fucking,
Ever.
since I was 20,
Yeah.
right? And I've been screaming to Bill about it every day for years since I met him. And all of a sudden, like, this is just what's amazing about the retardation that is Bill Rupp. All of a sudden, it takes the weirdest little thing, always from someone or something else, for him to have the most grandiose epiphany you've ever seen in his life. So because of the fucking Nets thing, he turns to me on the microphone the other day on the show and goes, "You know what I just realized?" Like, what? He's like, "There's some secret group of people who really run this world and New York, and it's not Mayor Adams." I'm like, "Oh, really, Bill? Why?" He goes, "Because he could have just changed the bill and let Kyrie play, but he can't. So there's got to be a secret group of evil people behind him doing all this." I'm like, so fucking, that's what made you believe in a cabal? Not 10 years of me ramming it down your throat? All of a sudden in 3 minutes, you watch a news story and you're like, yeah, you know what? George Soros is butt fucking children.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, yeah.
I don't know about any of that, but I do know that.
He's always got to take it to the next level.
I mean,
That's why I'm a monster.
You're a monster.
What the people want.
Goes to a place that it's just crazy.
But anyway, so final thoughts on the Yankees. Do you think the Yankees, what do you think happens? Bill, you think the Yankees Mets play day one and everything's fine, right?
Yes.
Keep in mind, for those of you that don't realize it, their spring training is in Florida. So there's nothing to worry about right now. They literally have until probably April 6th or 7th to get it done. They don't need to get it done now. They're not missing any preseason games.
Yeah.
Ghost, what's your final thoughts on the Yankees and the Mets?
Plenty of time.
I don't know. Same thing with the start of opening day. I thought it was going to be delayed a few weeks. I expect this will take some time. I'm not going to make any rash call on it. Whatever plays out, I'll make my adjustments to.
All right. So you're going to give no opinion and no projection.
Pretty much.
Good. Okay. Do you have any hockey plays for today?
Yeah. I love the Columbus team total tonight. They're going into Ottawa. I am completely baffled why we're able to get it at 2.5. It's a little juice, minus 155, but 2.5 is most likely going to be a max bet for me tonight. We hit a Columbus max bet 2 or 3 nights ago. Okay night yesterday. Could have been better. We had a terrible swing in the Penguins game that changed our night, but hockey's continuing to roll it. Max plays, I think someone in chat posted I'm 24-6 on max plays over the last month or two. So we will be going back to Columbus tonight. That will be my favorite play.
Attaboy, 24-6. That's a pretty good number, Ghost. It's a pretty good number. I gotta say, that's pretty good. It could be better. I've seen you do better, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 24-6 is something you guys should sign up for at 4deepbets.com. 4deepbets.com. Low is $27 for 7 days, or you could buy us for now until August 7th. Fucking just fuck straight through the summer for less than $15 a week. 4deepbets.com.
Would you like me to give out my hockey play while we're here?
No, I wouldn't like to hear it while I'm here.
I don't want to.
So I am going with. So yesterday was ridiculous. Like I told you, that they didn't even score a goal. That fucking shitty Dallas bullshit. That was a fucking great bet. David Pastrnak of the Bruins over a 0.5 point. Evan's got the hat on. Why not?
What is it, minus 200?
No, it's minus 178 right now. A little juicy, but I like it a lot. He has gotten a point in 8 straight away games. Also, the Bruins, they play the Wild, I believe, right, tonight? And the Wild, if I'm right, 5 goals against in their last 5 home games. So that gives him a lot of opportunities to get a point, or, just need one. That's why I like it, and that's what I'm doing. Going for it again.
All right. Ghost, what do you think of that?
I get a lot of questions in chat about props. I'm not particularly a player prop guy. I usually stay away from them until we get into the playoffs. I like to focus more on the team side of things. But like you said, Minnesota's been struggling. They've been giving up a lot of goals, but they do put goals on the board. Talbot's in net tonight. Boston, to me, they haven't been scoring excessively. I don't think I personally would lay 180 on a point prop like that. But listen, I'm never going to tell you not to make a play. So,
all right, Ghost, get out of here. We got to talk real sports.
See you guys Friday.
Later. All right. Who else we got coming on today? E? Aber's here.
Aber just left. Aber went back to work, but Price should be on.
Price should be on. All right, let me know when Price is here,
You got
because
it.
we're gonna get right to the. Hold on one second. All right, we're gonna get right to college basketball in a minute. Once we do that, Bill, did you have anything? Get your NBA stuff now. I want to get it all out now, and then we'll get to the college basketball. If you want to switch the board, just for the people that tune in on the recording.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just one right now. What happened? Did you just go in the article?
No.
All my plays are just in there, just disappeared.
That means they're done for today.
Oh, no, they're there. All right. LaMelo Ball.
By the way, Evan, that was a rough date.
No, because I was
Good
scrolled all
update.
the way
Yeah, no, it was a
down.
rough date. You just lied. You told us that something happened when it didn't happen. That's a rough
No, they
date.
popped back up.
No,
Fuck,
they didn't.
They were there and then they weren't there.
Yeah, rough date.
They're there now. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets, over 5.5 rebounds tonight. Love it. He's gotten this play against. Hold on, let me. If you want information, I give you information.
Wow, Bill, you're giving more than just a pick.
I mean, listen, you
Don't you
could
yell
just
at me
play-
when I do that?
You don't, yeah, because you don't really need it. Just take the fucking advice. I've already researched it. There's no reason for me to fucking spread the research around. I gave my research on the hockey bet. That's what it was, because I don't usually play hockey, but that's why I'm playing the stupid hockey bet. But the basketball, I did it. They're playing the fucking Hawks. He's gotten those rebounds against the Hawks over the last 4 games. So I'm taking it tonight, over 5.5. He should get at least 6. That's where we're going. End of the story. I do like Kevin Durant a lot. It was 29.5 this morning. It went to 30.5. You could play it. If it lands on 30, don't blame me. But
Kevin Durant is going to blow through 30 every single fucking game that he plays for the rest of the season without Kyrie. I said it last time.
good. He had that one bad game, which got me a little nervous.
That was with Kyrie.
Oh, no, it was without Kyrie when he scored 14, and the rest of the team scored a lot. I got a little nervous about that. But, yeah, I mean, over 30.5, you could play it. I'll probably play it. I'll probably put it in a parlay with something else. But the Nets need this win tonight against Dallas.
Here's my analysis. Slam Durant, regardless. I'm going to put it out. What is it, 30.5?
Yep, 30.5 now.
I'm going to put it in right now, Evan, for you. Durant over 30.5 points. That's a lock. Lock it in.
Do you?
Which show does that? I think my girl Cynthia does that on the NFL show. They do that lock it in thing. Yeah, Durant over 30.5 points. Put that out. So Travis take that. That's going to win. Durant's he's going batshit. Him and Kyrie. I've been saying it for 3 games. It's happened for 3 straight games. It's going to be a cheat code. When Kyrie plays, he's going to go batshit. It started with Harden when I said he was going to eat Harden's ass. He's going to go batshit because he's only got 4 games left. So he's going to make them count, and he's going to try and give Durant a little bit of a rest during those games and take over the wheel. And then when he's not in, Durant's going to go batshit because sometimes Durant will start a little slow and kind of take a little bit to get into the game. But he knows they need to keep winning to get out of that play-in spot. So they're going to go in straight kill mode. So you can guarantee Durant 30-plus every game and Kyrie going off every game he plays going forward. A little cheat code there. All right.
Bryce is
What
here
else
if
we
you
got?
want to
We
get
good
into
for that?
PGA before that.
What's up?
You want to get into PGA before March Madness?
Yeah, is Price here?
Yeah, he's here.
All right, let's do that quick, and then we'll get over to the March Madness breakdown.
All right, and as for Aber's bets, Aber has 2 to give out today. It's going to be Josh Hart over 29.5 PRA and Jacob Podol over 10.5 rebounds.
Holder. Price Wallace, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Price, you look pretty today. Look at you all cleaned up. Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, got a haircut yesterday. Going out to the Spurs game tonight with my 7-year-old.
Wow, I knew you had something going on.
Yeah.
Wow,
About once every 3 weeks, I get cleaned up.
there you go. You're looking fucking sexy. Better than this fucking retard Bill down here. Fucking doesn't even fucking care. Doesn't
I always
care.
look good.
Why don't you get Bill? Why don't you get like a suit for the next show? You should come on in a suit.
Why don't you get a fucking suit?
Listen, Jesus, bro. I shouldn't even be wearing a fucking shirt.
I can't wait till we all crucify you.
You do every day. Price Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT of golf, the best that's ever done it. Last week, again, hit another first round leader. It took about 3 days to hit it, though, Price, because
Oh, my gosh.
First round ended like on Sunday. But I don't know if you pronounce it Hogue or Hoge, however you pronounce it, but plus 10,000, split it. So subscribers got plus 5,000. It's just every fucking week with this fucking monster. It just hits a plus 5,000 every fucking week. So, Price, give it to us. What do we got this week?
So this week, they have the Valspar. So it's I remember the name. It's Innisbrook Resort. It's Copperhead. It's a pretty tough course. They play it. It's usually the last part or the last stop on the Florida swing. So it's a little bit shorter, but it's still another difficult course. Kind of like at the Honda where you had the bear trap. This one has a little 3-hole stretch called the Snake Pit.
Ooh, I
It's
like
just it's super tough. On average, the pros average 4 less birdies around or per 72 holes here. So basically, you're losing a birdie every round. It's just that much more difficult than most stops. You don't really get any eagles. There's only 3 par 5s. Very small greens, so it's a lot of scrambling. So if you don't hit the greens, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when Jason Kokrak had the lead, and then he just sucks at chipping, and he hit a chip like 5 feet and then putted 3 times to lose.
All right. Those are fun.
But should be another fun course. It's very top heavy. You have JT, DJ, Morikawa, and Hovland who all came out to play this week. So luckily there's only a couple withdrawals after the 5.5 day just fiasco that was the Players Championship.
All right. And so what are we looking at here? So what's the is this a course where you're going to want to fucking take some extreme long shots, play it safe? What do you think?
So it should be a good mix. So if you do the average odds of the last 5 winners, it's around 66 to 1. So you have a couple favorites who've won, then a couple long shots who've won. And they have some long shots I really like priced out. And then, but obviously, you have JT, DJ, Morikawa, and Hovland here. If one of them don't win, then you hope it's one of the long shots. But it's a very good mix. And I feel like it's another spot where hopefully we keep the streak going and hit another first-round leader. And maybe this time don't have our guys choke on Sunday or Monday and lose our outrights.
Yeah, Evan, I'm just writing these in there right now just for in case.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at here for who do you think wins this thing? Give me 1 or 2 people right out the gate that you think.
So my number 1 favorite is DJ for the short odds.
Mm-hmm.
He went fucking nuclear on Monday. He shot 9 under, moved all the way up to a top 10 finish. I really liked him last week, but I didn't want to pull the trigger. And then he just went ballistic.
Yeah.
He comes in. He has good history here. He actually was my very first DFS fiasco was when he had the lead and shot 6 over on the last day, and cost me winning 6 figures. But at this tournament, he has good history. With Paul Casey being out, his odds should have gone down 12 to 1, and they're still 16 to 18 to 1. And then if you go middle of the pack, it's kind of a gamble, but I like Webb Simpson. He really hasn't played in 6 months because he had herniated disc in his neck. But he came out, played last week. He didn't play it very well, but you get the rust out, and now you get a guy who he should be 25 to 1 most weeks, and he's at 70 to 1 right now.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's just value.
Yeah, I never see him that high. Jesus. That's pretty insane. All right. And what about any top 10s, top 20s? What are your couple favorite that you like there?
So my two favorite top 20s are Joel Dahman and Patton Kizzire.
Okay.
Dahman's plus 470 and Kizzire's plus 450.
Okay.
And then Burns is my favorite top 10. He's plus 300.
What's up with Dahman and Kizzire? Is it? I always thought it was Kaziri.
No, it's Patton Kizzire.
You should change that.
So they both rate out really well again this week for me. Their odds are probably about 100 more than it should be considering the field. Because you look at the field, they're just as talented as the guys who are, plus 270 to plus 300. It's kind of a mediocre field after the top, 10 guys. So I feel like there's good value with both of them. Dahman has had a really good season. And I think he has 2 or 3 top 10s in his last 15 months on tour. And Kizzire is one of the guys, if he can just make those 5-foot putts he always misses, he could top 10 and really smash value.
All right, I like those. You've fucking you've been pretty hot with fucking everything. I mean, it's not really fair. Are you from the future?
I will say I got fucking destroyed by trying to guess the weather in the 3 bowls. Other than that, it's been great.
I mean, listen, you hit the first round, fucking, so we all made a fucking shit ton of money on it. But honestly, that fucking last weekend was ridiculous. That was just fun. When you got guys taking 3 days to finish a round, it's going to throw off any rhythm, any momentum, even the fucking last day. I was watching the fucking last day and the last 7 holes, and I tried to hit 3 guys live. I think I hit every guy but the guy that won. It was pretty fucking upside down and backwards last week. But weather's going to be fine this week, Price?
Yes, thank God. That was
right.
I didn't even get to watch the last round because I had to go back to work.
It's a running joke. Fuck, I dropped my pen. It's a running joke in the chat when everyone asks Price, Rackets always ask Price what the weather is now.
Oh my God. I think we should nominate him to be our Formula One guy.
All right, in. All right, anyone can do anything here.
Yeah.
As long as you win 100 units, that's it. All right, Price Wallace, you will be in the chat. If any of you guys want the first round leaders that seem to hit every single week, sign up for deepbets.com. Number 4, deepbets.com. $27 for 7 days. You get all the March Madness, you get all the Price Wallace, all the UFC, all the NBA, all the baseball, all the fucking everything. $27, 7 days. Go in there now. Go. Take a break. We'll be right back with March Madness. Get out of here. All right, Price. Talk to you later.
Hi, brother.
Love you, bro.
Later.
Later.
Bill!
Don't be yelling at me.
How you doing?
Doing good.
I'm excited. Can't be excited?
You can.
All right. These are my notes. These are all my notes. Let's get to the brackets. Let's get to the madness. Let's get to the mayhem. Bill has guaranteed the subscribers that he is going to win the $10 million perfect bracket this year. Correct?
Correct.
You still stand by that statement.
I mean, I got 55 brackets out there.
Right. And Bill Evan thinks with 55 brackets, he has covered every base of a 68 field team.
Nah.
Math.
That's never happened before, right?
No, Bill's got it. It's done.
Oh, Bill's got it. All right.
Yeah, he's got it. Bill's doing it. Yeah, that's why he said they've been saving it for him to really make a run at it. So that's what he's doing here. So I will start with the games today. Yesterday, I told you in the article, the basketball Bible, the bracket Bible, that I basically called exactly how these games are going to go. Texas Southern should have won that game by 30. They played horrible and still won it easily. And then the Indiana-Wyoming game. I don't know why every fucking sharp in the country, literally, I was scrolling through Twitter and just Wyoming. Everyone. Text messages, phone calls, Wyoming. I'm like, what are you talking about? First of all, the NCAA doesn't want Wyoming to win. So if there is any fix, it's going to be for fucking Indiana, 1. 2, Wyoming doesn't shoot threes. They're a fucking grinded out post team. So they do what Indiana does, but not as good. You have fucking one of the best post players in the country for Indiana. Indiana missed about 14 layups. They shot 50% from the free throw line, and I think they made 2 3-pointers the whole game, and they still fucking beat them handily. It was ridiculous. I don't know why anyone was on Wyoming yesterday. But anyway, today, there's 2 more games. I do like both. One of them I like more than the other. I think the subscribers know which one I like more than the other. And I will tell you now which one I like more than the other. Wright State. Wright State is my boys. This is a good matchup here versus Bryant. This is going to be a really fun game. I know a lot of people don't know either of these teams, but this is a very interesting game. Peter Kiss on Bryant is a fucking stud. I think he transferred from I could see red jersey. I don't remember where he transferred from. I think I want to say like Rutgers or something. But Peter Kiss is on Bryant. Dude's dropped 30 in like fucking 8 of his last 10 games. He's really good. I think he's the highest scoring player in the nation. He averages like 25 points a game. And then they got another dude on the same team, Charles Pride, who averages like 18 a game. Okay, so they do have some firepower on Bryant. The problem is outside of those two guys, they have literally Bill Rupp, Evan Hand, and fucking Bryce Wallace. So Wright is my team, though. I love this team. We hit them plus 260 to win the future. I feel like Vegas has been wrong on them pretty much all year. I think they have what it takes. Unfortunately, they're going to walk out of this game, and they're going to walk right into the fucking lion's mouth. I think they face Arizona right after this, so that's tough. But I really like this Wright State team. They've made us a ton of money, and I'm going down with the ship. So I'm going to have a max bet on Wright State minus 140 today. You're going to like this team. You're going to like this game. It's going to be a really fun game. Two teams that most of you don't have any fucking idea about, but you're really going to like these games. Two teams that I followed very closely this year. You're going to become a big fan of this kid Calvin, hopefully, as a good game. And I think Wright State has 3 or 4 guys who average 15 points a game or more. So it's Basili, Calvin, and Holden, I think is the other one. It's going to be fun. Wright State's going to win. So
why?
What's up?
Why?
Why are they going to win? They're just more balanced. Calvin's a stud. They have a great point guard who controls the ball, can shoot. Holden averages like 20 points a game, so he should offset Kiss. And they're just a little bit deeper, I think. I think they're just a better team. They're better, more well-rounded, Bill. So there's your analysis. The other game, Bill, do you have a lean on Rutgers Notre Dame? I know you watch those schools a lot this year.
No, because I can't bet it. So
that's true.
I only put stuff out, that I can bet. And if I can't bet it, I'm not going to waste my time with it. Plenty other games to bet for me to actually look at that I'm not going to bet. So,
And that's the difference between, Bill Rupp and Basketball Jesus. That even though I can't bet Rutgers either, I'm a man of the people. I'm here for you guys. I want to make sure you guys do whatever. So those other 49 states that can.
Listen, my lean is Rutgers.
That's my lean too.
So
that's my lean too.
If you need to know that, I am leaning Rutgers.
You're on the right side. Let me just see. What's the line right now, Bill? I haven't checked. Oh, you can't.
I can't look.
I can go
no idea.
Go to some shady books here and find it. Or I can go to mybookie.com. Actually, MyBookie. You should go to Evan, tell them why they should go to MyBookie while I get the line here.
Because you can turn $10 into a Bitcoin, which is like $40,000.
A Bitcoin?
How
much is that
Bitcoin.
Worth, Evan?
What's that?
How much is that worth?
Oh, like $40,000 at this point, but it might be $100,000 in the future.
What do I have to do that?
You just got to sign up and deposit, and then you turn $10 into a Bitcoin, maybe, depending on how.
How do they know it's me? Do I have to use a promo code or anything? How do I make sure?
You do have to use a promo code. That's code Tommy100, and you get 100% bonus up to $1,000.
All because of me?
Because of you.
Wow.
And
you should do that.
If you come into second place, you get an NFT, which I don't know how much it's worth, but clearly it's worth a lot if they're giving it out. And then there's also $100,000 in cash prizes. It's all for $10. I don't know
you don't
why
have
you
to. You don't have to get a perfect bracket. You just have to have the best bracket.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, since I'm gonna have the perfect one, I might enter that too.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it for sure, Bill, because yours is going to be perfect. So Rutgers Notre Dame, this is a tough game, actually. This is probably my least favorite of the 4. I loved the 2 yesterday. I like the Wright State game. I don't really like this game very much. I like Rutgers. I just don't like betting against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a fucking annoying team. They shoot threes. They do everything fundamentally. They don't foul. And Rutgers is a team that can get a little bit out of sorts at times. But I really think Rutgers wins this game, and I think they could win another game. So that's the problem with this matchup here, that I don't like Alabama. And we're going to
Rutgers has knocked off a lot of Giants this year.
Yeah, Rutgers is a good team, man. This is a good team. So I think Rutgers has the grit and the heart to go win this game. I think this is what it is. But I really think the winner of this game can knock off Alabama. And we're going to talk about that in a second. So I'm going Rutgers here, not as big as Wright State, but I am going Rutgers here +1. So we'll put that on the board. And let's get to the regions here, Bill. So do you have your bracket, William?
I can have it.
You can. Why don't you get that up? Why don't we get popping? So we will begin with the West. We'll spend 5 minutes on each of these. Okay. So in the West, I think this is pretty embarrassing and pretty fucked up what the committee did here in the West region. They basically built this region so that Gonzaga and Duke meet at the end, and they did it while fucking Memphis, which was expected because they hate the AAC. They hate it. They hate the American Conference, and they fucked Memphis. They fucked Houston. They didn't even let SMU in. So for some reason, they don't like these smaller conferences, even the ones that are starting to make a name for themselves and become part of the Big Five. The Blue Bloods don't want them in, I think. I think they're scared. So this one leads off with Gonzaga at the top. Gonzaga, Georgia State. Gonzaga's going to mow them. Boise, Memphis is probably going to be one of the best games of the tournament. Memphis is a phenomenal team. Boise's a very good team. That's what I'm saying.
Gonzaga!
Yeah, but either of these guys are going to run into Gonzaga. So I'm going to let Bill tell me first what you think of this bracket. I'm sure it's just fucking Gonzaga at the end, like chalk donkey. But there it is. I didn't even notice that. So what do you got, Bill? Like as I kicked to him, Evan, he put something in his stupid mouth. Stop fucking eating on the show. You're not Peyton Manning. It's not going to catch on. It's not good. We may have fucking important people watching this, wanting to put us on TV, and they see this fucking jerk off eating a goddamn fucking Snickers bar. Stop it. This isn't a thing now, okay? You get to do it at the beginning of the show or at the end of the show once. You don't get to eat these Swedish fish because they fucking turn into
But it's here. It's here all day. I can't help it.
Somewhere else.
Someone leaves me little treats.
Especially Swedish fish. They turn into glue. You can't even open your mouth.
Someone leaves me treats on my desk.
Well, I'm going to fucking go to your desk and throw them away. Tell me what you think of the West bracket, you fucking idiot.
I just told you.
No, I know. You showed your shirt. What do you think? Do you like Duke? Do you hate Duke? Give me something more, you fucking retard.
Gonzaga goes clean through. Clean. Untouched. Not even matched. No one could fucking handle them. They're the best in the country under almost every fucking statistic except for three-point shooting. They fucking dominate everything. They're going to breeze through all your little shitty teams. Memphis. You're like, oh, Memphis might have a chance.
UConn, I think, could beat them.
You and fucking Uncle Danny and fucking Bobby and your whole fucking family, probably Kurt. Everyone, Memphis. Like, it's like you fucking guys live there.
Well, Bobby does live there.
One guy lives there. So
Danny used to live there.
So just because you live here, is everybody on Rutgers?
I'm on Rutgers.
Everyone on Seton Hall?
Listen, they love Memphis because they live there. I don't live there. I love Memphis because they're fucking good.
One guy lives there.
Now, Danny lived there for 20 years.
You don't live there anymore.
Well, that's 2 out of 3. That's 67% of the people you know live in Memphis.
Penn?
Yeah. Anyway. So you don't think there's a problem. What about the bottom of the region? I know you're just going to fucking Gonzaga going straight through. What about the bottom of the region? You got Duke, favorable matchup, Fullerton.
Listen, I think Duke could get beat by Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
But in a few of my brackets, I have Duke winning, and in the other half, I have Duke losing. Okay. So I actually split that one up, but then I have whoever plays Gonzaga losing, so it doesn't really matter. But in half of my brackets, I have Duke winning. Half of them, I have them losing to Texas Tech.
Okay.
So I have Gonzaga going straight through, no matter who they play, Texas Tech, Duke, fucking any of those other crap teams. But that's what I have there. You?
Okay. So I'm looking. So keep in mind, I don't focus as much on the. Hold on. Oh, thank you for saying bless you, fucking assholes. Yeah. I'll tell you the story about why people say bless you after the show. So I don't really focus as much on my bracket. I focus as much on my bets and giving people good advice to build their brackets. I think March Madness brackets are complete luck. I think it's ridiculous, and I want to make my money gambling on it. So I'll tell you where I think you can and can't safely go for you to make your own decisions. I did a 13,000-word breakdown of all this so that you could make those decisions.
You're saving yourself because your brackets are always shit.
No, I'm going to tell you. Listen, I take a lot of chances in my bracket. So I play to win the whole fucking thing. I don't play there to be in it for 3 weeks. I'm either out weekend one or I'm fucking pulling what I did in the Calcutta where I picked the exact Final Four 3 years ago.
You're out week one.
Yeah, I may be because I got some fucking dogs in here. So Gonzaga has an easy path. I get it. But I don't think it's easy. Memphis is a very good basketball team. Memphis can beat anyone in the country on their best day, and they can lose to anyone in the country on their worst day. They're a bunch of fucking retards, but they're super athletic retards. So they're going to give them some fucking problems if Gonzaga starts slow. It's going to be the beginning of that game. The problem is Memphis plays Boise, and Boise is actually a very good team. So Memphis could be out right out the gate and lose to Boise. So this is my decision. Am I going to knock Gonzaga out? Because every year people put Gonzaga in winning it all, and every fucking year they don't win it all. Sometimes they'll lose in the finals. Sometimes they'll lose in the Final Four. Sometimes they'll lose in the fucking Sweet 16. But they're going to lose. They're not going to win it all. So that's
they're not going to get knocked out in the round of fucking 64.
By the way, we're running long today. We're running long today. We're going over the mark.
They're not going to get knocked out in the round of 32. So
they can.
They're not. They won't.
They can lose.
They will not.
They can. They probably won't, but they can lose to Memphis, and then they can lose to UConn, and they can lose to whoever. They can lose to anybody. I mean,
they won't.
St. Mary's just whipped their ass fucking a week and a half ago. Let's relax. They can lose to anybody.
They won't.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with that section yet. There's 2 sections of this bracket I haven't finalized. We're doing a show tonight.
That's the easiest fucking bracket. So.
That's why I don't know what I'm doing yet, because I want to differentiate. I want to be different than everyone else.
I mean, then you'll be done.
Well, maybe, or I'll win. So bottom half of this bracket is retarded. Duke has no business getting this draw. They shouldn't be a 2 seed. They shouldn't even be a 3 seed, in my opinion. They're probably, realistically, they're a 4-5 as far as their ability. But they get gifted a 2. And then, of course, because they're fucking Duke, they get gifted a 2 in a bracket with Texas Tech, who I do like a little bit, but they're 3-8 on the road. I don't like taking teams that can't win on the road. So Texas Tech is 3-8 on the road this year, and now they're going to go play multiple road games or neutral site games. I'm not in love with them. Alabama sucks. Alabama should not be a 6 seed. They should be an 11 seed. They're fucking terrible. What the committee did is they stopped looking at the end of the season. So basically they took fucking Alabama and they looked at their record and they looked at some big wins and huge wins at the beginning of the year and forgot the fact that they're 10-10 in their last fucking 20 games. And I think they're coming in 1-5 or some shit.
I'll tell you, I got them getting knocked out.
They suck.
Right away.
Alabama sucks.
I got Rutgers. I got Rutgers beating them. So
yeah, and you guys know I love Alabama. I bet them all last year, and I bet them all the beginning of this year. They suck. They're not a good basketball team this year.
Yeah, I got them out.
Yeah, so that's not a good bracket. Texas Tech can't win on the road, and then Michigan State Davidson. Michigan State sucks. So they're giving Duke a clean shot for Krzyzewski's last year. That's what they did. I still think Duke gets knocked off. I have a piece in my article about the Michigan State Davidson game from the Bracket Bible, and I basically compared Michigan to the kind of chubby chick at the bar, Evan, that you kind of want to fuck, or you would fuck, but you don't want to. You know that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Michigan State, right? They're that girl. I'm trying to pull it up here. So I'm going to read it to you here, Evan, so that you can get a little glimpse. I got to find it. There's a lot of words. Bill, did I tell you how many words are in here? A lot of words. All right. Ready? All right. Michigan State's kind of like that girl at the bar that everyone would fuck, but no one really wants to. You know the girl I'm talking about. The one who's kind of chubby with big boobs and a pretty face, but if you didn't look for her, you wouldn't even know she's there. Yeah, that's Michigan State. So if you want to hit it and have them win a game and even knock off an underrated Duke team, I won't hate you for it. But I'm going to pass them up for the sexy goth chick in the corner sneaking bumps of coke under the bar. You know the one, the smoke show wearing all black with dark eyeliner, banging body, and a tattoo of a spider on her wrist. The one who will probably rock your world and suck the skin off your dick, but also could stab you and slash your tires if you don't call her the next day. The tatted up goth chick's name is Davidson. And I'm not only taking her past Michigan State on day 1, I'm going to call her back on day 2 to beat Duke. Hell, I might even wife her up and take her all the way to the Elite Eight with the risk of her destroying my life and giving my whole West region gonorrhea.
Wow.
For the ladies reading this analogy, just replace the chubby chick with like a nice average broke friendly guy and replace the psychotic whore with me. And that'll be your analogy. So I think right here that Michigan State is just boring. I think they're going to lose. I like this Davidson team. And I need Duke to lose, Bill. I got to get Duke out of this fucking region. There's no way they're going to make it. So I'm just going to fucking go whack them with Davidson.
You're going to lose a lot of points.
I know, but I got to get them out.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. You're going to lose.
I know. I think this Duke team sucks.
I don't think they're that great either, but I don't think any of the teams that can beat them except for Texas Tech, and they won't see each other until the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And by then, you're going to miss 2 rounds of points.
This is going to be the region. There's always one region where I fucking hate the teams in it and I go batshit crazy, and this is going to be it. This is going to be the region where you could see a Tommy G fucking Davidson, Memphis fucking Elite Eight.
I'm telling you, Gonzaga, Duke, Gonzaga, Texas Tech, guys. Don't fucking overthink it. Just put it in and go to the next region.
That is very true. Yeah. So I will tell you this. This is the region where you should probably ignore my finals here because I just hate these teams too much that I don't want to do it. We'll go to the East region below it. Swap out my papers here. Keep in mind, upsets in that region. I think Vermont can upset Arkansas. I like the UConn team. Vermont's really good, dude. They're really
I have
good
that too.
Oh, okay. I think Vermont can upset Arkansas, and I think Montana State can knock off Texas Tech. That's the problem. It's very difficult for me to trust Texas Tech with their road record. In the East region down here, it's a little bit cleaner. You got Kentucky at the bottom, you got Baylor at the top, and you got UCLA in the middle. Those are the 3 teams I think you need to keep an eye on. Baylor, UNC should most likely be the matchup. I got Baylor winning that game. The problem with Baylor, Bill, I really like that team. I think healthy, they're the best team in the nation.
Yeah, they got injuries that I think are going to affect them.
Yeah.
And if the injuries, I got them getting knocked off to North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, and I could see North Carolina getting knocked off to Marquette. So.
I mean, it could. It could.
Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be an interesting section there. You got St. Mary's going against Indiana. I got Indiana actually going. I think Indiana could make a run if it wasn't lined up with UCLA. So it's a bad matchup.
I got St. Mary's winning and then losing to UCLA.
Okay, and I got UCLA coming out of this bracket shockingly, even though I've been big on Kentucky all year. Those are kind of my 2 favorite teams to win it all, and they put them in the same fucking bracket.
I got UCLA on this one also, but on the other one I have Kentucky. So it's UCLA or Kentucky for me out of that region. Nobody else.
Yeah, UCLA is the 4th or 5th strongest team in America, and no one knows it. No one's talking about them. They're a 4 seed. They're not a 4 seed.
But if you have both of them, you're going to get points anyway because that'll be the Elite 8 matchup. Yeah. So you're really not going to lose many points whether you have either one of them.
Well, I have a bet that I'm putting on the site tonight. All the futures and all that I'll give you a couple on here, but they're all going to be on the site. Everything's going to be on the site. We're going to be doing a show tonight for the subscribers too. More in-depth betting show, betting specific, not bracket specific, with futures and shit. But one of the futures I do like is the East to win it all. So you can actually bet on the winner coming from the East region. It's plus money, plus a couple hundred. I forget what it is. But then you get UCLA and Kentucky. So then you get whoever comes out. Virginia Tech, Texas. Texas team never really came together. It's a lot of transfers. I was really high on them coming into the year. I thought they would gel by this point under Beard, but they're really not. So I could see a hot Virginia Tech team just raining from 3 and taking it.
I have Virginia Tech beating Texas.
Yeah, even making a deep run. I could see Virginia Tech.
The way they shoot, the way they could shoot, they can get hot. That I could see that game being like 80 to fucking 65, some shit like that, and they're just running away with it.
I could see, I could see that. So this Virginia Tech team, that slipper isn't falling off, I don't think, anytime soon. So I really like Virginia Tech. They rain threes, Virginia Tech. They shoot almost 40% as a team. I think they're 3rd in the country. I think it's South Dakota State, someone, and then them from 3-point line. So they're hot, and if they're hot from 3, they're beating everybody. So I think Virginia Tech can beat Texas. Next game, Purdue, Yale. Purdue should walk through them. They're just too big. And then Kentucky, St. Peter's sucks. The big game here is Murray State, San Fran. The committee really fucked up on this one, and the reason the committee does this shit, why they matched up 2 up-and-coming smaller schools, is because they're scared to death. What they should have been doing was feeding the blue bloods to these up-and-coming smaller schools. So they should have taken Michigan on a down year, Michigan State on a down year, UNC on a down year, and they should have matched them up with Murray State, San Fran, schools like that, South Dakota State, that are coming up so that those programs, Murray State can wipe out a shitty Michigan team or whoever, and then have a Michigan win on their resume for the next 5 years. The reason they don't do that is because the heads of Michigan and North Carolina and Duke and all these fucking places pay off the fucking board. They're the leaders. They're the kings on the thrones. So they don't want Michigan to get embarrassed. by losing to a hot San Fran or Murray State. So they protect the Blue Bloods. And now what they did by doing that is they matched up two of the best teams, hottest young fire fucking teams everyone wants to watch. Murray State hasn't lost since fucking like November, and fucking San Fran is a sleeper darling. So I like Murray because Murray's so good, but you can go either way on this one. But I like Murray State in this one.
I got Murray also.
Yeah, Murray can make a run. Murray could beat Kentucky. Murray could beat Kentucky.
They can, but they're not.
They probably won't, but they can. If Kentucky doesn't hit their threes early, or fucking if Sheboy gets in foul trouble, Murray State could fuck them up. So if you're looking for sleepers in this bracket, if you want to take a chance, Murray State's a potential sleeper I wouldn't hate. Virginia Tech's a potential sleeper I wouldn't hate. Indiana can make it. I mean, that's a team, if they could beat UCLA, they could get some depth. They're really hot. They're big. They played in a tough conference. But I love UCLA. I just think this team's got what it takes. It's pretty much the same team that made the Final Four this year. You got multiple guys. You got Jacques, you got Juzang, you got Tiger, you got fucking tons of guys on this team who have plenty of experience, are clutch, and made this run last year. So I love UCLA this year. I'll probably be the only one that has UCLA to win it all. So it's very risky. If you're in an office pool with your friends and family and you want to play it safe, probably go somewhere else. Go with a Gonzaga, go with an Arizona. But if you're in one of these big pools with hundreds or thousands of people where it's almost impossible to win, you're going to have to take some shots. I think UCLA is that shot. Not to mention you have the conspiracy theory angle, which you know I love, of them having the same colors as Ukraine coming off the Rams having the same colors as Ukraine and winning the Super Bowl. So, look, put your tin hat on. Get UCLA in there. Anything else on those regions? No?
Not for me.
Evan, were you going to say something before? I thought you were chiming in.
Nope, just agreeing with Ukraine, and we'll never hear the end of it if they do win, though.
Yeah. You will not, definitely. So again, I like Baylor. They're their best player is fucking hurt right now. We don't know how healthy he is. So, and they're dealing with other injuries. South, move to the South. Bill, what do you like?
Who do you like is the question.
Oh, well, you're the one with the perfect $10 million bracket.
Okay. Do you want to know who I have coming out of the South?
I want to know whatever you want.
All right. Well, then we might as well just start at the top. Arizona's not losing that game, so that's pretty much easy. Mm-hmm. Listen, for me, it's going to be this one. This one's a little bit tougher.
You don't seem very comfortable on this region, Bill.
No,
or you seem like your computer crashed.
No, I have it. It's tough. There's a lot of good teams I like. I like Arizona. You know, they beat UCLA. I like Tennessee. I like Villanova. I mean, I could honestly see any of those three teams coming out of this.
There's four.
You know?
There's a fourth team that can come out of this that no one's talking about. Again, if you want to get crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could see Houston also.
Yeah. So Houston is fucking extremely underrated.
I have Houston going far in one of mine.
History can win the national championship. Okay, let me just put it. They're that good.
Going bracket-wise, not gambling-wise, make up a bunch of different brackets, guys, because that's how you're gonna, make up a whole bunch of different ones.
Of integrity.
No, I do a whole bunch of different ones on different sites to win some money. Because this one is the hardest one for me.
See, this one's easier for me in the begin. So the West is hard for me because it's so easy. This one's easier for me because it's so hard, right? Like that's how it usually goes for me. So the West is a problem because I don't want to be like everyone else and just go Duke Gonzaga. Gonzaga goes to the final.
But that's what's going to happen.
Possibly, but they're both Duke sucks. So I'm not going to take a team I think sucks.
This is the one that.
This is the one that I know the best.
They don't suck.
Right, so let me tell you what's going to happen here. So this is the easiest bracket for the first weekend. Arizona's going to beat Wright State. Seton Hall, TCU, who gives a shit? Both teams suck. Seton Hall will probably beat them. TCU sucks more. Houston, UIB is a phenomenal matchup that is complete bullshit that Houston is a 5 seed. If you want to see how egregious this 5 seed is, I think they're one of the top 5 teams in the country. I actually have them as my 5th favorite team in my article to win the championship. And they're a 5 seed. Ken Palm, who everyone leans on, has them as the 4th best team in the country. So I think they're the 5th best team in the country. Ken Palm thinks they're the 4th best team in the country. And the committee gave them a 5 seed. Explain that. and then matched them up with fucking UAB, who's one of the fucking hotter, better teams of these fucking double-digit seeds. This is a horrible, horrible job by the committee. They'll get past UAB. They're a great defensive team, Houston. And Illinois sucks. Fuck Illinois. They're not fucking winning anything. Big Ten's trash. So Illinois may lose to Chattanooga. If you want a really sneaky 13 seed there. If not, they will lose to Houston. So Illinois is going one round. One of the tricks I do to my brackets is if I think a team is going to get knocked out in their next game, even if they win, I'll usually just take the dog in the first round because then I get the points. I only do bracket contests where they give you extra points for lower seeds. I don't do those where you get 1 point for a winner. No, I want 13 points if I pick a 13 seed and 4 if you pick a 4 seed. So those are the only ones I do. Those are the ones that favor my style. So if you've got a bracket like that gives you bonus points, Chattanooga's a place to go for a sneaky one. Houston's going to beat them. So this is going to end up being Arizona-Houston, in my mind, 90% next weekend. Colorado State, Michigan. Michigan sucks. The committee loves them. So what the committee did, because they play the first game on the first day tomorrow, what the committee did to make sure that Michigan is okay, not only should they not have been in the tournament at all, but they didn't even put him in a play-in game. And then they didn't even put him in a 12 seed. They literally gave him an 11 seed. And then they gave him Colorado State because they were scared to death to give him Murray State. Colorado State's a very efficient team. They're very efficient. They're strong. They're solid everywhere. Colorado State should mop Michigan, but the refs are going to cheat. Be ready for that. If you're betting Colorado State, Michigan's going to get all the calls. And on top of that, they delayed Colorado State's flight. And Evan, did you hear this? They said they couldn't find a way to fly Colorado State to Michigan for a day and a half. Colorado State coach went batshit. They went all over Twitter, and he said, we don't have a flight. We called the NCAA. They said they didn't have any pilots available.
For a team in the tournament.
For a team playing Michigan. The first game of the tournament.
Michigan chartered their own plane.
Michigan took a bus. They live in fucking like 3 miles away.
Oh, maybe. Well, they chartered their own thing, they said.
No, I think that was Tennessee that chartered their own.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was Tennessee chartered their own. But Michigan and Indianapolis is like right there. It's a few hours. So I think Michigan took a bus there. But yeah, that's complete.
Wow, you know geography? I'm surprised.
No, I used to fuck a girl in Indianapolis and I used to fuck a girl in Michigan. It's the only reason I know even where they are. I've actually been to visit them both in both states. But yeah, Evan, they didn't have a plane. They had nothing. The coach was there like, what are we doing? We're supposed to leave in the morning. We don't even have a plane.
So what did they do?
They ended up fucking going nuts on Twitter. It went viral. And then all of a sudden there was a change the next day where they got a plane later than they should have. But
it's not going to matter.
Well, I'm just saying they were trying to fuck them.
It's a good example of if you ever have something go wrong to you, just bitch about it on Twitter and you'll get your way.
So true, especially if it's with an airline. So that's what I got there. Colorado State's going to beat Michigan because Michigan sucks. Tennessee is the second best team in the entire nation right now, possibly, if not third. Longwood's good, but they're going to beat them. Loyola's probably going to beat fucking Ohio State. Sister Jean, you know I'm religious. Basketball Jesus. Sister Jean, you know I love Sister Jean. Basketball Jesus and Sister Jean. We're rocking this. So we're going with Sister Jean. And Villanova's going to beat Delaware. So Villanova should beat Loyola because they're basically the same brand of basketball, except Villanova does it better and has a better coach. Same thing. Bad matchup for Loyola. Same way it was a bad matchup for Wyoming last night. And Tennessee, even though it's a good game with Colorado State, should beat Colorado State. Tennessee's probably the best defensive team in the country right now. So I think this is a no-brainer. Arizona, Houston, Tennessee, Villanova. From there, good luck. I mean, Tennessee, Villanova is driving me insane. I don't know. And Houston, Arizona, I got Houston beating Arizona because I don't trust Pac-12 teams. But, I mean, that's a tough one. So I got the 3 of my favorite 5 teams to win it all are in this region. So like Bill said before, it's a tough region, but I think it's really easy early. So, Bill, what do you think? Villanova, Tennessee?
So I have Villanova in my bracket that I'm looking at right now, my ESPN one. I have Arizona, Villanova, and then Villanova going. So that's on this bracket. But I have other ones where it's the other way. Like I said, like you said, I think it's those 4. The only one I could see maybe, I could see Tennessee losing to Colorado State.
Yeah, I mean, defense travels. That's the reason why I'm not too worried. But I could also see Colorado State losing to Michigan, though. You got to remember.
And I could also, if I had to, Houston could lose to Illinois. I mean,
Houston could lose to UAB. UAB is really good.
But you get that big motherfucker underneath for Illinois.
Kofi Coburn doesn't have heart, and this is the reason why.
He is a sloppy mess of a guy, but he's so massive.
He's a monster.
He could just decide to have a fucking monster game where he doesn't get in foul trouble, and he just gets every ball down low.
Here's the problem. Kofi Coburn, I've been following him for years. I took Illinois to get upset last year. They went out fucking that first weekend. And I took the other team on the money line. I forget who it was. I do not like him. He sucks. He's the most overrated player in the country. He's going to get you 20 points. He's going to get you 10 boards. He's going to do all that. But he clogs up their offense. He slows down their offense. You don't realize how many possessions. Michigan has this problem with Dickinson, too, lately for some reason. You don't realize how many possessions go nowhere because they were trying to force the ball down to Kofi Coburn. So, yeah, he's going to get you to 20, but they're stagnant at times when Frazier and these guys are actually good. So, and then he doesn't play any fucking defense. It's fucking amazing. He just lets guys run by him fucking left and right.
Yeah, but like I said, it could happen. He could have one of those.
Houston is the best defensive team in America. They're not losing to fucking Kofi Coburn's lazy ass. I promise you that. Promise.
All right. I mean, listen, I don't have it, but I could see it happening.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be Houston and the winner of Tennessee Villanova, who I think is Villanova. Only because I think Villanova has a little bit of a cleaner road there. I'm not scared of Delaware, and they're a great matchup versus Loyola. So I think Villanova will definitely be there, and they're the best coach team in the country. And I can see Tennessee struggling with Longwood, and I can see them struggling with Colorado State. So I'm going to go Tennessee, Villanova, and then I'm going to put Villanova in the Final Four probably. Let's go to the last region here. Which region we forget? Midwest?
Yes.
Let's go. All right, Midwest. I like Kansas up top. I think they're overseeded. I think they're really a 2 seed, but I'm fine with the 1 just because other teams collapsing to get them there. They're going to run through Texas Southern. Obviously, San Diego State and Creighton. Who cares? Fucking shitty game. Creighton probably should win. 5-12, Iowa, Richmond, Bill. This is my favorite fucking Tommy G go cray-cray portion of the bracket here because everyone's on Iowa. A lot of people love Providence. And being the small school better than I am, I know what South Dakota State can do, and I really like this Richmond team. I may go double upset here, Bill.
I don't see it that way. Providence, I'm on Iowa. I'm on Iowa. Yeah. I mean, I like Iowa. I'm not going to fall for the upset that early there. Could, but I don't see it. I don't have it, and I'm not going to go for it. You can.
No, I don't have. I understand, dude. Iowa is the sexy Final Four pick.
Yeah, you could ruin your bracket, but I'm not going to do it to mine.
I mean, listen, Iowa's the sexy Final Four pick here because everyone just watched the Big Ten tournament. What everyone is forgetting is that the Big Ten sucks. Literally, the whole Big Ten sucks. Like they're not a good conference. So everyone's just sees teams run through the Big Ten and doesn't realize that Iowa should have lost to Indiana. They did lose to Indiana, in my opinion, if the refs weren't fucking cheating. Took a fucking bank shot at the buzzer. So they should have been out to what is an 11 seed. So everyone, I do love this Iowa team. I think they can shoot the lights out. They got all those fucking 6'7" white kids from fucking Bohannon and everyone else that can fucking shoot from all over the yard. So I get that. And they're clutch. I'm not going to take a chalk 5 straight through. So I get it. They'll probably make it out of the first weekend, but I do like this Richmond team. It's interesting, and I love this South Dakota State team. If you haven't watched South Dakota State, buckle up. This team can fucking fire, and they're the Jackrabbits. That's their team name. South Dakota State is the number 1 team in the entire country in scoring, in 3-point percentage, in 3 points attempted, 3 points made. Like, they're literally the number 1 scoring team in America. So this team is fun. They throw up like 90 points a game, and it's going to be wild. And Providence has been known to have those droughts where they disappear. They don't even play first halves, Providence. They're like terrible in the first half. And then they come back late, they get the game close, and then Durham closes it out. I don't know if South Dakota State can get a read on these rims, because in these pro arenas, it's tough to read the rims initially. If South Dakota State starts hitting shots early, they beat Providence. You'll know a minute into this game if they're going to beat Providence. Bill?
No, I'm on Providence. I actually have Providence beating Iowa, so that's where I'm at.
I thought I would have guessed. I would have bet my life that you had Iowa all the way.
Nah, nope.
Wow, that's shocking. You're fucking usually Chalky McChalkerson in these things.
Nope. I have Providence going to Kansas, and then Kansas beating Providence.
Wow. Okay. Providence has the team. They have a team that can make it there with Durham and Bynum, and obviously they got some bigs. I just hate their coach. Cooley's terrible. Cooley's fucking a fucking nightmare. He's a disaster. So I don't want anything to do with any team that Cooley's coaching, and I just don't like what I'm seeing out of it. So this will be the region here where I got Kansas coming out of it, and I'm going to take some chances because I think Iowa and Providence are overrated. So I'm going to have a fucking 12-13 Sweet 16 with Richmond and South Dakota State. I'm saying that with a straight
You'll lose.
I'm saying that with a straight face. Bottom of the region, disaster. This is the joke. Another hand feed fucking Wisconsin. Hand feed the Big Ten team. Hand feed fucking Auburn what they need in Bruce Pearl. Auburn sucks. USC sucks. Wisconsin sucks. LSU sucks. Iowa State sucks. Colgate's pretty good for a small school. Miami's fine. And Jacksonville State sucks. Everyone in this quadrant sucks. Meanwhile, you got UCLA, Tennessee, Villanova, Houston, all jammed in the one spot. And you got a whole region here where everyone sucks. So, Bill, what do you like here?
I could see LSU losing Iowa State. I can also see Colgate beating Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And that USC Miami game sucks. I have USC winning that, and then I have Auburn beating them anyway. So I don't like Auburn. I don't want to put them in there, but I got to take Auburn. I mean, what else am I going to do?
Dude, this is how you know the committee sucks. No one likes Auburn. They forced our hand to put them 3 rounds, right? No one likes Duke. They're forcing our hand to put them 3 rounds. Like these teams that suck, that no one likes and no one wants to bet on. They're fucking putting them in spots where they get these cakewalks. So you're torn between, do I side with the fact that this team's fucking overrated, or do I fucking just take the better team? And it's fucking.
You gotta put Auburn all the way to the Sweet 16 automatically. I mean,
I'm not.
Who are they gonna? Well, I mean, who are they gonna lose to?
They can lose to Miami. I don't want to. I would love for Murray State. Murray State should be right there. Murray State should be sitting right there to knock off Auburn in day 2. But they didn't give it to me. I got fucking Miami. And then they give Wisconsin a fucking home game? Wisconsin shouldn't even be a 3 seed. They should be a 5 seed. And then they get a home game? And then when they win that home game, they go play the winner of LSU, who just lost their fucking coach for his fucking $750,000 fucking violation. So they have no fucking coach, and they're Iowa State, who's probably the worst team in America. Like, Iowa State is fucking horrible. They're a terrible basketball team. Shouldn't even be in the tournament. So I have LSU and fucking Miami. I don't even know what I'm doing here. But I think LSU could cause chaos in this region because LSU is like a swarm of bees. They fucking are hungry defensively. They are fucking killers on the defensive end. They lead the nation in steals. They get blocks. They fucking attack. They press. So being that their coach sucks, I actually think it may help them because offensively they're a little bit of a nightmare. They turn the ball over every fucking play and all that. But they're one of those kind of run and gun chaos teams. So depending on how LSU goes, I think they can make some noise here. But this region sucks. So the bottom region sucks.
It's set up to be on it either, but I have Kansas and Auburn. I mean, what am I going to do? It's
retarded. So I don't know. The committee sucked on this one. So that's it. And then, Bill, what's your final 4?
Let's see. In this one, I have Gonzaga, UCLA, Villanova, Kansas.
That's exactly the bracket I'm looking at. On mine, I literally, my first bracket where I said, don't be crazy. Just do, if it was $100,000 tournament, do what you would do. And that's what I have. I have Gonzaga, UCLA, Villanova, Kansas. I'm probably going to end up, I'm going to leave Villanova. That may move to Tennessee or Houston, but I'm pretty comfortable with Villanova. Kansas, I don't want in the Final Four. I don't think they're a Final Four team. I think they're the 9th best team in the country.
Well, I don't want Auburn.
What the fuck are you gonna do? There's literally no one else there in that whole region. So that's why a lot of people are going Iowa. I'm lower on Iowa than everyone else. UCLA I love, but Kentucky can knock them off. And Gonzaga, I gotta go fucking something weird. That'll be the region that fucks me. I told you from the beginning. I'm gonna have UConn or fucking Memphis there. Like that region will either win me all the money or just be a bloodbath.
Nah, they don't. None of those teams. I think Timmy is just gonna dominate this tournament. This is his last year. He's going to the NBA next year. He's just too skilled.
Yeah.
To play against these guys. He's just in a different league against these young college kids. He's a little bit older. He the only thing where he may it may hurt him is he overthinks sometimes. When his first move is good enough to score him, he goes away from that and does another move. He's moving all over the place to get that layup or to get that
works. Him and Dickinson, in my mind, didn't evolve the way I thought they would.
Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of people are like, his game's not gonna transfer over to the NBA. I disagree.
Might be okay.
I think he's gonna be a good player. I mean, most of the guys who come out of Gonzaga have been good NBA players.
I agree.
You know? So anyway. I like him. I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna make the difference in that and why they get to the Final Four.
All right. So that's it, Evan. I see you perk up on your chair. I didn't know what you're doing. I thought you were about to make a grandiose.
I've been sitting for too long.
that extra 25 minutes on the show there. And we found your breaking
off my thing.
Found your breaking point. All right, Bill Rupp. Bill, final words.
Collect on Monday after the tournament. Hopefully we make a lot of money. I mean, these were just the ones that we're taking. Doesn't mean that it's the ones we're betting.
Oh, no. The bets are totally, the bets. We're going to do a whole futures thing tonight. I have 15 futures plays ranging from 2 that I'm obsessed. I think 2 of the best bets of the entire tournament that I'm going to give out tonight. And I have, I think, 7 to 10 I'll probably end up with, plus 1,500 to plus 10,000. Plays that I'm going to take some shots on here. A bunch of 750s. So we're going to go futures crazy tonight at 4deepbets.com in the Discord. So make sure you guys get signed up. $27 for 7 days. But just buy the whole fucking 4-month special. Huge special. 50% off the whole entire next 4 months. Baseball is actually our best sport, believe it or not. Basketball Jesus, baseball God. Evan Hand.
Sign up for BetUS right here. Links in the description. Sign up for MyBookie. Links in the description. You get a 100% bonus up to $1,000. You can't beat it. Second thing, follow TikTok, follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, all that stuff. We're already at 4,000 followers on TikTok in less than a month, so that's going to keep growing rapidly. And also, a round of applause for our most viewed stream ever.
Nice. And a round of applause for Mitch. It's been awesome, as usual.
Basketball Jesus.
Yeah, basketball Jesus. I'm going to continue to be awesome. We're going to continue to win. Bill Rupp shaking his head no. He thinks I don't see him because I'm looking at the camera. I see everything. I'm Jesus. I see all. So what I'm going to do for you guys now, I'm going to get back in the lab. I'm going to go cook up some winners again. That's what we do every fucking night. You guys are going to sign up. You're going to subscribe. We're at 2,900 subscribers, which is way too low. We need to be at 3,000. I like round numbers. So you're going to subscribe. I'm going to get to work. You're going to sign up. 4deepbets.com. You're going to come join us. You're going to come. We're going to be in the voice chat for the next 50 hours, basically straight from now till Sunday. Me and Bill are going to get in at least 3 fights per night, and Bill's going to analyze the games and do his play-by-play. You're going to make a lot of money. And then on Monday, what are they going to do, Bill?
Collect.
For Bill Rupp, Evan Hand. I am Basketball Jesus. Good luck. Stay casting, my children.
Let's go!